Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange. What a dramatic market today. And Nifty opened higher, but Bank Nifty opened lower. And after that, markets went up. And Nifty has fallen more than 400 points from intraday high to intraday low. This is the worst fall in the last 6 months. And Bank Nifty opened lower but moved higher, and then the selling came, more than 1000 point fall intraday. From Thursday high to today's low, matter of 3 trading sessions, Bank Nifty has fallen more than 2000 points. So this is clearly a complete bear cartel. I do not know why we have to fall so much. IndusInd Bank has fallen. The CEO's term was extended only for 2 years. Normally RBI gives approval for 3-year extension, but this time RBI has given only 2-year extension. So now the market thinks that RBI is not in favor of this CEO. So IndusInd Bank started falling. And Infosys was particularly very weak, and it has been falling. And today also it has fallen, and only yesterday the news came, a key person from Infosys has moved to Tech Mahindra. So that's why today Tech Mahindra was up, Infosys was down. And another stock, Reliance, I really do not know what is happening in Reliance. Such a good stock, and today it closed only about 13 rupees higher than the 52-week low. And today it has broken 2300 once again. The 52-week low is 2275. So very close to 52-week low. And what has happened, yesterday the bank, SVB Bank, Silicon Valley Bank. So the government has come out with some proposal, and then the US futures shot up. Dow future was up nearly 400 point plus in the morning. So that's why we opened higher. But what happened, along the way, some other banks, there's a bank called First Republic Bank. It has fallen 70%. And it has already fallen 33% last week. On top of which today, just one day, if it is falling 70%, so that means that clearly US market is thinking that this MAYHEM, that's a mid-cap banks, the run is not going to stop. And this is very bad, because Silicon Valley Bank is already the second bank after the Lehman Brothers collapse, a very big bank failure, and now it looks like the contagion effect is going on to other banks also. So if this is the case, I think the world markets are in trouble. But I do not know what the government can do in US. I thought the action that they have taken, so it will contain the problem. But it looks like if it is one bank, the government can help. But if too many banks falling 70%, 80% in just one day, I think now people are remembering the Lehman Brothers collapse. So if anything happens like that, it's going to be very bad. US Fed recklessly increasing the interest rate. They just only go by the textbook. As and when inflation is higher, they keep on raising the interest rate. So now they are seeing the victims of the interest rate hike one by one, and it is not going to stop anywhere here. So the general perception is that US markets economy will go into the recession, but now whether that is going to the recession or not, I think many banks will have to be closed. And if more banks, 1 or 2 more banks fall, then the fear will go to the extreme, and all the people will withdraw money from the private sector banks, the smaller banks. That is going to be a systemic issue. So we have to wait and see how the systemic issue will be addressed by the US. But by the time they address, it may be too late, and we are falling like anything. And I don't think that in India, any bank can end up like a Silicon Valley Bank. And here the things are different, but still people are afraid. And if this happens, just imagine, just like people withdrawing money from Silicon Valley Bank, if the people start withdrawing from private sector banks in India, oh, that's going to be a terrible thing. So anyway, let us hope for best, and let us hope that some solution, some sanity returns to the market in US. The way markets are falling, I thought there is a bear cartel, international bear cartel is working in our markets. So I do not know why our market has to be in such a panic. And all the key levels were broken. In the morning only I said our markets are not likely to fall big from here because it has already fallen so much. But market, it takes only few hours to prove that I am totally wrong. And I mentioned that 17,255, the swing low is a very important support. If that is broken, the next support is only 17,000. So the moment 17,255 was broken, the markets went for a free fall. And see, until afternoon 1:30, the European markets opened, the global cues were very good. Global cues were not bad. Even the Europe market opened, when they opened flat only. But by that time, we have already fallen so much. I do not know. Somehow I feel that Indian traders are the best in the world. And they always preempt the markets. Even if you can remember 2008 Lehman Brothers collapse, the bigger problem came in the month of October in US markets, but we have already fallen so much in the month of January itself. So our markets always preempt the world markets. Probably because our market is a high value market, premium market. So as and when there is some trouble beginning, the people exit. That could be one reason. But I do not know. So we always react faster than the other markets. So India VIX shot up more than 20%. And this is really too scary. Now the next support is at 17,000 to 17,050, which is a 50% Fibonacci retracement of the last year entire rally from 15,200 to 18,900. So if that is broken, it's going to be very, very bad. But the VIX was so high. What happens in a high VIX environment? Put premiums will shoot up, but call premiums will never come down. Look, Nifty closed around 17,150. 17,700 call option was trading around 8 rupees. That's for this week expiry. We just have only 3 more days. That means, every day, even if Nifty shoots up 200 points, then also it will not reach 17,700. So this is the nature of high VIX environment. But who knows, in a high VIX environment, anything can happen. It can shoot up 600 points in next 3 days. It can go down also. So that's why the VIX is very high. So VIX is very high. It doesn't mean that the market will fall, but markets will make a bigger move, either upside or downside, but most probably on the downside. So calls have been written very aggressively. In the morning I saw the calls were written aggressively only at 17,500, but by 3:30 when I saw 17,200, 300, 400, 500, people close their eyes and selling the call options. So especially once the Nifty broke 17,255, it was an aggressive call rating. So let us see what happens. Anything can happen in a high volatile. Anything can happen in US markets tonight. So it is time to be careful and better to be away from market until this India VIX cools down to some extent. So I am just shooting this before 5:30. So I don't think that FII data would have come. But there is no need to wait for FII data, then definitely they would have sold heavily. So we will see tomorrow morning. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.